All right, good morning, everyone. So let's begin our session today. The first part, we will take a look at SOP. What is it? So let me understand from you first, what is your take on SOP? What is it? Why is it important? What all should it include and how should we go about? Let me get your views and then I'll maybe help you refine those. Go ahead. SOP एक होता है स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर, ये वो वाला SOP नहीं है. This is called statement of purpose. So what is your view? Anyone?
Sir, good morning.
Morning.
So basically, I think SOP is something that MBA college is required to know about your journey and what is your actual purpose of doing MBA or how MBA can shape you for your further life goals. So basically, we have to justify all the things that we are doing and how this 2 years of MBA is going to help you in that particular thing.
Okay, fair enough. Anyone else would like to add to what Dipanshu said?
In addition to that, why should we select the college, the particular college, to do an MBA like that?
Right. So why that particular college? One is why MBA, and out of that also why this particular college. Okay, good. Yes, anyone else? Okay, fair enough. So see, basically in the Indian B school scenario, SOP and some other related questions are not that critical as they are when we apply to B schools or colleges abroad. They have a different process and they would want to understand from you to much more greater detail as to who you are, right? What have you done so far in life? And what do you, or what, why do you wish to do MBA at this stage in your career? And also, why particularly from that institute? So when we talk about the applications sent abroad, then they need a much more detailed, much more carefully thought, and much more elaborate statement of purpose. In our Indian B school scenario, as we know, that SOPs do not have that kind of weightage. Okay, they have a little bit of weightage, but if we talk about CAT, right, or the IIMs that take through CAT, there's not much weightage because, yeah, okay, they are important in the sense that they can become a talking point when you appear for the interviews and further shortlisting. But specifically being assigned a certain percentage of your selection weightage or criteria is not generally, it doesn't happen. But of course, in some B schools, it happens, like in the case of FMS last year. FMS forms are not yet out this year. Correct me if I'm wrong. But last year, selection criteria, if we look at, then we find that they talked about 10% weightage being given to discussion of on statement of purpose, right? So this is a unique facet of FMS, right? This explicitly, there was no weightage given to, yes, okay, statement of purpose is important. They will open it when you are there and they will discuss, like some colleges like IIM Bangalore, where many times it has been found that the entire interview revolved around the statement of purpose. So you should know very well what you've written and you should be able to articulate whatever you've written there, right? So some other schools like SP Jain, they earlier had more questions in their form, which were a little wacky, little different purpose also they used to serve. But I don't think last year onwards they have reduced it or removed it. So this year I'm not very sure as to anyone. Please tell me, do you have any questions in SPGN form this year? कौन से questions हैं? Can somebody enlighten me? थोड़ा सा I am a little I have a lot of catching up to do on as far as these forms and other things are concerned. तो SP जैन का कोई बता सकता है? अगर किसी के पास में फॉर्म किसी ने भर दिया है या भरने वाला है, कोई इसमें क्वेश्चंस हैं क्या? नहीं, कोई नहीं है. ठीक है, नहीं है तो कोई बात नहीं. Fine. So now two things here. One is this open-ended? Like we can write whatever number of words, or there is a limit. So obviously there is a limit in most of the institutes. बाहर के colleges में ऐसा नहीं होता जनरली, बहुत मतलब you can write, of course you can't just write endlessly, but then they are more liberal with those limits. But in Indian colleges, especially FMS, if you see, पहले तो बहुत ही छोटा हुआ करता था. It was 100 words, right, till last to last. Then they made it 1,000 characters, not words, okay, 1,000 characters. 1,000 characters basically translates to some 150 to 200 words. Okay, now I am Bangalore. When they ask you to fill the form after shortlisting, then it is around 600 words. तो ऐसे किसी कॉलेज का 300 वर्ड होता है. See, many colleges ask for an SOP after they shortlist you. Okay, after you get a call from them, then you have to fill their form, and in that you have to fill a lot of questions. You have to write answers to a lot of questions, and SOP is one of them in many colleges. So that's the stage that we will address after CAT. Okay, जब आपको शॉर्टलिस्ट होंगे, कॉल्स आने शुरू हो जाएंगे, उस टाइम पे वो हमारा दूसरा प्रोग्राम चलेगा DDPI वैट का, तो वो उसमें कवर किया जाएगा. अभी के लिए जो हम कवर कर रहे हैं, तो बिफोर कैट whatever forms we are filling, उसके statement of purpose. Okay, so this is the background. इस तरीके से statement of purpose होता है. Now, what is an SOP or a statement of purpose? So there are broadly 3 pointers here. One is it should talk about who you are. Then what are your goals? And how do you think the state institute will help you achieve your goals? So in these 3 broad pointers, you should create or craft your response, depending on, of course, the number of words. So अब इसमें what we will do is that we will take a look at a couple of scenarios. So different backgrounds. Okay, we will take a couple of them. So one background we will take, and we will see which is the example of a poor SOP, example of a moderate SOP, and example of a good SOP. तो poor, moderate और good में क्या फर्क होता है, that we will see. तो अगर हम देखें, this is a person who has done his economics honors from Shahid Bhagat Singh College, Delhi University. So he has given this short SOP. So he says, I did a 2-month internship at XX, whatever, where I worked on various. I also won a national level case competition. I want to do MBA from FMS to learn more about business. तो ठीक है, उसने अपने बारे में बता दिया यहाँ से यहाँ तक. फिर उसने अपना गोल बता दिया कि टू लर्न मोर अबाउट बिजनेस एंड बिकम सक्सेसफुल इन माय करियर. फिर उसने बता दिया, आई बिलीव दैट FMS will help me improve and it has a great reputation for which will be beneficial. I want to make the most. Now, this is a very, very, I would say, poorly crafted or written SOP. There are many challenges here, right? One is that you just see, your purpose is not just to mention what, right? Your purpose is to mention what you've done, okay, but how it has helped you evolve as a professional or as a person, राइट. तो आपने ये इनाम जीता, वहां पे आपने ये अलग अलग प्रोजेक्ट्स में काम किया, वो तो ठीक है, लेकिन इससे आपको क्या फायदा हुआ, इससे आप क्या बन गए. दूसरा, आपको लर्निंग मोर अबाउट बिजनेस एंड बिकमिंग सक्सेसफुल, दिस इज अ वेरी जेनरिक थिंग, राइट. यू नीड टू बी लिटिल मोर स्पेसिफिक कि आप अचीव क्या करना चाहते हो अपने MBA करने के बाद में. दूसरा, FMS कैसे हेल्प करेगा, तो वो सब कुछ नहीं लिखा है. दैट व्हाट इज समथिंग विच इज यूनिक अबाउट FMS. नाउ ओके, somebody may question me that ऐसा तो कोई यूनिक चीज नहीं है, कहाँ से लाएंगे ये वो. ठीक है, वो आपको निकालना पड़ेगा जितना फोकस कर सकते हो. सी, यू कैन रीड अबाउट द इंस्टीट्यूट ऑन द वेबसाइट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. यू कैन touch base with if any of your let's say peers or your seniors or your anyone else is at FMS, your somebody whom you know. You can connect with some people from FMS on LinkedIn and figure it out that what are some of the unique things, and I can also help you maybe in that. There are certain generic, again, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि कोई बहुत अर्थ शैटरिंग चीजें निकल के आ जाएंगी, but then the way we whatever we extract out of that, the way we construct our sentences, that is good enough. So I believe that FMS will improve my knowledge. तो ये इसलिए this is to be regarded as a poor SOP, right? Now let's say we try to improve upon this towards why it's bad. Okay, चलो, why it's bad भी देख लो. It is too vague, lacks depth, doesn't clearly convey why the candidate is interested in FMS specifically. List achievement without linking them to skills and goals, and language is generic. इस तरीके के आपको अगर आप चैट जीपीटी वगैरह कर दोगे तो इस तरीके के मिल जाएंगे. Now, I'm not saying चैट जीपीटी को बिल्कुल ही नहीं करना चाहिए. Yeah, we will come to that part towards the end, that what should be the approach. Okay. Now, let's say if that person tries to improve a little bit. As a final year economics honor student at Shahid Bhagat Singh, I am eager to pursue an MBA to strengthen my business acumen. Okay, so now he has at least given some reasoning, okay, which is more than generic. My internship at this exposed me to different projects that broadened my understanding of business operations. While winning a national level case competition at this, it developed my analytical. So in the earlier one, we had just simply given that what we had done and what award we had achieved. That's it. But how it helped you has been given in this. So this is better than that. FMS's rigorous curriculum and esteemed faculty are appealing to me, as I believe they will prepare me well for a successful career in management. I aim to gain the strategic insight that will help me make an impact in my field. So, okay, this is slightly better than the previous one, obviously, as you can see. However, this is average or moderate. Like it's still a bit generic. It starts to connect experiences to skill, fine, but clearly doesn't convey a specific vision or demonstrate a deep understanding of how FMS aligns with the candidate's goals. Right. So this is the challenge here. Now we try to make it even better. Currently pursuing a BA in this, I've developed a strong analytical passion. My internship allowed me to lead key projects. Right. This is important. Enhancing my strategic thinking, adaptability, winning a national level case further refined my collaborative and this. I'm drawn to FMS for its emphasis on experiential learning. Now here comes some FMS unique proposition and its legacy of developing impactful leaders. Right? So ये दो चीजें यहाँ पे इसने mention कर दी है. With FMS's guidance, I aspire to build the managerial and strategic skill necessary to navigate this and drive transformative solutions in my career. Now, somebody might still say that अभी भी तो generic है, तो ठीक है यार. See, somebody who's currently not experienced, just pursuing a final year, we can't expect that person also to be, that very well focused कि वो उसको पता होगा कि मैं इस field niche area में यही करने वाला हूँ and all that, right? So this is better than the previous one, right? So as we can see that we have progressed from a very generic, a very fact-based thing to something which is more skill-based, something which is more goal-refined, and also FMS's some USPs, right? So I hope that you've got a little bit of an idea about this. Now let's look at another person. Okay, another person who is not a fresher, who has worked in IT field for 2 years, as many of you would be in the same boat. So why this is good लिख लेते हैं. This specific highlighting skills, qualities, clear motivation, and analyze the background. This language is focused and impactful. Right? So this is okay. Let's look at now this guy. So as a computer science graduate and software developer at XXXX, I am constantly inspired by the transformative power of technology. My experience has fueled my ambition to take on where I can drive large scale innovations. ये तो शायद थोड़ा अच्छा वाला आ गया. एक मिनट रुको. Okay, sorry, ये गलत हो गया. यहाँ से चालू करो. Right? This is the poor, this is average, and this is better. So graduated with a BTech in computer science and currently working at Infosys in software development. Whatever it is, this XXX यहाँ पे आ गया Infosys. इसको हटा दो. My long-term goal is to work in leadership in a large global technology firm. I want to do MBA for because it has good reputation. So as you can see, the first one that we saw from that Shahid Bhagat Singh person, this is the same thing, right? Very, very generic, more of just the information which is given here, and that's it, right? So this basically was a poor or a subpar kind of a thing. With BTech in computer science and experience in software development, I'm keen to pursue. Working has given me a strong foundation. I feel MBA will equip me with business knowledge required. I aspire to take a leadership role and blah blah. Very diverse curriculum, esteemed network. तो थोड़ा बहुत लिखा है इसमें उसके बारे में, तो slightly better or moderate you can say than the previous one. But then if you look at this one now, the BTech and experience of software, I have honed my technical expertise, project management skills, right? So this is good. So आपने अभी तक क्या gain किया? Working on solutions that improve efficiency and user experience. However, I aim to transition into a strategic leadership role within a global technology firm where I can blend technical insight with managerial acumen. Fair enough. Focus on experiential learning and strong industry connections. So यहाँ पे 2 पॉइंट लिए गए हैं वहां से. So maybe you will say that ये experiential learning की बात तो पीछे हुई थी, कोई बात नहीं. But that's what I said, that most of the things will be okay, will be same also. ऐसा कोई बहुत difference नहीं है, but fine. Make it an ideal place for me to build the leadership and business skills essential for the transition. I'm excited to leverage my tech background, gain the strategic perspective. So there's a good close that you have achieved here. Right. So as we can see, we progress from poor, moderate to good. So this was an example of two background two backgrounds wherein we have seen how we do this. Now, any questions before? Now, what we will do is after whatever, if you have any queries, we discuss those. Then I want to show you the SOP that was sent or submitted by some of the previous years successful candidates at FMS. So we will see that whether they did anything unique or something which was very different from what all we've been discussing, और रिपोर्ट ठीक है थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर नीचे या क्या उन्होंने अपनी तरफ से इसमें ऐड किया था वो देखेंगे, so that you get an idea कि आपको अपना कैसे बनाना है. So any questions so far, any points, कुछ भी आपके दिमाग में अगर है तो you can ask me. इतना डिस्कस किया हमने. यस संध्या, गो अहेड.
सर जैसे जो लोग एक्सपीरियंस्ड है एंड दे हैव फॉर एग्जांपल 2.5 इयर्स का एक्सपीरियंस एंड कॉलेज में भी दे हैव लाइक गुड एक्टिविटीज टू शो यस कॉम्पिटिशंस या फिर सोसाइटी में लीडरशिप रोल था. सो लाइक व्हाट प्रॉब्लम आई फेस कि आई हैव लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट सिंस आई हैव वर्केट्स आल्सो जिसमें आई हैव डन वेरियस प्रोजेक्ट्स. आई वाज इन लाइक आई हैव वेरियस एक्टिविटीज टू शो. तो प्रॉब्लम ये आता है कि शो क्या करें, मतलब कितना लिखें सिंस कंटेंट बहुत ज्यादा है एंड क्या क्या लिखें क्या क्या ना लिखें. उसमें फिर ये लगता है कि कुछ रह ना जाए, ऐसा ना हो कि एक
नहीं देखो
क्वांटिटी
नहीं, see, this is the wrong way to approach it. Okay, see, what we can do is you can say that you've been a multi-faceted personality, having participated in a huge number of diverse projects, and you got diverse interests. That is one line. However, you have to give what stands out. What would you like to talk about? See, just focus on that, because I'm telling you, when we go for the interview stage, people don't have time there. Okay, they will not look at each and every one of your list. Okay, if you got 10 items on the list, they will surely be put off by that. So you can say that I got these, huge number of these things, but what stands out is A, B, C, or maybe A, or whatever you want to talk about. So you have to bring about in a couple of sentences. One is that while you've been a multifaceted and multi-skilled person, but this stands out. तो आपको ये नहीं सोचना है कि अरे ये रह जाएगा वो रह जाएगा. आपके हिसाब से जो सबसे प्रोमिनेंट चीज आपके बारे में आपको वो बतानी है, राइट? व्हाट सी अल्टीमेटली व्हाट इज एसओपी? इट्स लाइक योर प्रमोशन, योर एड. ओके, थिंक ऑफ इट योर एडवर्टीजमेंट. अब सपोज करो मुझे कोई साबुन बेचना है ना? अब वो साबुन के बहुत सारे फीचर्स होते हैं, राइट? सी अल्टीमेटली देयर विल बी एन नंबर ऑफ फीचर्स. किसी में झाग ज्यादा आएगा, किसी में फ्रेशनेस ज्यादा होगी, किसी में कोई मेडिसिनल प्रॉपर्टी होगी. लेकिन आपको कैसे अपने आप को पोजीशन करना है, दैट यू हैव टू नो दैट विच वन यू कैन टॉक अबाउट एट लेंथ व्हेन समबडी प्रोब्स, राइट? या आप सच बोल रहे हो कितने हद तक, और आपको वो कैसे दूसरों से डिफरेंशिएट करता है, राइट? सी वन थिंग इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज दैट हाउ डज इट डिफरेंशिएट. देखो, मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ दैट एवरीबडी नीड्स टू हैव दोस डिफरेंशिएटिंग फैक्टर्स. अल्टीमेटली एज यू वुड हैव सीन ऑन सोशल मीडिया आल्सो, इट इज ऑल अबाउट प्रेजेंटिंग, राइट? ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि लोग कोई बहुत महान चीजें बता रहे हैं. आप भी देखते होंगे. It is not that you need to have some extraordinary things, right? There are people who have, but then there are very few, fortunately, right? Most of us are in the middle stage, where ठीक है, कोई अगर देखो कोई आउटस्टैंडिंग ओरेटर है ना, जिसने किसी दुनिया भर में डंका पीटा हुआ है, टेड टॉक्स कंडक्ट किए हुए हैं, उसकी बात अलग है. बट ऐसे आपको 2-3 ही मिलेंगे फॉर्चुनेटली, राइट? तो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट कि अरे मेरे पास तो कुछ भी चीजें नहीं. एंड देन सी, दिस इज वेयर सेल्फ और इंट्रोस्पेक्शन कम्स वेरी हैंडी, राइट? व्हाट वी डू इज, अभी जैसे हम अभी जब हम हमारा जीडीपीआई बैट का चालू होगा एंड ऑल दैट, वेयर वी हैव दिस बेसिक क्वेश्चन, टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योरसेल्फ, और व्हाई डू यू वांट टू डू एमबीए, और व्हाट आर योर गोल्स इन लाइफ. तो ये सब ऐसे क्वेश्चंस है जो ऐसा नहीं है कि जस्ट ऑन द सरफेस 1-2 मिनट में आंसर किए जा सकते हैं, राइट? द मोर यू इंट्रोस्पेक्ट एंड फिगर आउट who you are as a person, right? What have been your, see, and don't look at it in a very narrow, through a very narrow prism or lens, that okay, only the achievements in academics or achievements in professional or career only count. ऐसा नहीं है. There are many other things about you which could be well worthy of being discussed, or which put you apart from the crowd. But you would be thinking that नहीं यार, मैंने तो कोई गोल्ड मेडल नहीं हासिल किया, मैंने तो कभी फर्स्ट नहीं आया, या मैंने तो कभी ऑफिस में आई वाज नेवर अवॉर्डेड द बेस्ट एम्प्लॉई ऑफ द मंथ और एनीथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट. दैट्स फाइन, दैट्स फाइन. यू विल हैव टू फिगर आउट कि आपने ऐसा कौन से झंडे गाड़े हैं, और सभी ने कोई ना कोई झंडे गाड़े हैं, ट्रस्ट मी. जो लोग गए भी हैं कॉलेजेस में, तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि ठीक है, देर आर सम पीपल हु आर कट अपार्ट, देर आर, आई विल नॉट डिनाई इट, But then fine, as I said, there are few of them. ऐसा नहीं है कि वो they form the bulk. So you stand a equally good chance. Okay. So इसलिए आपको उसको बनाना है, and obviously you can share it with me. I can give you my perspective on it, but you need to do a little bit of groundwork. Okay. क्योंकि देखो इसमें दूसरे आदमी की हेल्प, सी इट इज वेरी इजी टू आस्क मी कि यार ये मेरा बैकग्राउंड है, मुझे सजेस्ट करो, तो फिर मैं क्यों, वो तो चैट जीपीटी भी सजेस्ट कर सकता है। तो चैट जीपीटी से आइडिया लेना कोई गलत नहीं है। सी चैट जीपीटी इज अ गुड असिस्टेंट। Now, when we create these answers, then obvious question is that should we take the help of ChatGPT or any other LLM? Yes, we should. We should. Lekin you should not use that word, those words, what that fellow throws to you. Okay, those will be very generic. तो आप first of all आपको अपना background उसको बताओ कि भाई I am so and so person from so and so place. I've done so and so degree. I've got these kind of marks. अपने बारे में जितना बताओगे उतना वो आपको रिफाइन करके एक दे देगा। फिर आप उसको ट्वीट करो अच्छे से, राइट, पुट इट इन योर ओन लैंग्वेज, डोंट ट्राई टू कॉपी दैट लैंग्वेज। ठीक है, तो ये आपको करना है। तो इट्स नॉट लाइक कि somebody is going to give you a ready-made answer to this. थोड़ा सा सोचने वाली बात है, इसलिए इंट्रोस्पेक्शन इसमें करना जरूरी। तो आई होप आई बीन एबल टू क्लैरिफाई योर डाउट। यस,
Yes, sir.
yes, so we have Kritika. Yes, Kritika, and then one more query.
Sir, I had an additional doubt over this doubt only. So, you mentioned that we can actually write about multitasking and all of that. So, what if our background experience is such that it is in multiple fields only? So, should we like mention that, because that will again be like contradictory, like showing that the person is not into one thing and
नहीं नहीं, मतलब कि आप ये कहना चाह रहे हो कि अगर
like
आपको
अगर finance and marketing है in that sense.
नहीं नहीं,
So,
what I'm saying is that you don't want to come across as a person who is a rolling stone who keeps
yeah.
from one to the other.
Yeah, I mean that that thing can be a question to me while.
Exactly. तो देखो ये सब चीजें जो है ना, ये कोई ऐसा मुश्किल चीजें नहीं है इसमें। सी द वे यू प्रेजेंट इट, we can say that, see, at this stage I have done so many things because I wanted to experience multiple fields before deciding which field is best suited for my aptitude. And having done so many different projects in different fields, I have come to the conclusion that I work best in this kind of situation, and this is where after my pursuit of MBA I will land in। हो गया काम खत्म। तो आपने अभी अब जस्टिफाई कर दिया कि भाई हमने अभी तक जो इधर उधर बहुत सारी चीजें की हैं, तो इट इज नॉट दैट आई एम दैट काइंड ऑफ पर्सन, इट इज दैट आई वाज ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट what is my ikigai, or where exactly do I see myself, and now I'm very sure, and which is why I want to do MBA। देखो जब आप MBA करने जाओगे तो वो लोगों का यही रहता है कि यार क्यों कर रहे हो भाई, आपको क्या, मोस्टली 99%, और ये आप भी शायद, देखो ये तो सब बोलने की बातें भी होती हैं, दिस इज हाउ यू जस्टिफाई, बिकॉज 99% पीपल विल डू MBA बिकॉज दे वांट टू गेट अ ग्रेट प्लेसमेंट इन अ ग्रेट कंपनी। आई मीन लेट्स एडमिट, MBA करने के लिए कोई इसके लिए नहीं जाता है कि बहुत ज्ञान रिसर्च सीखने को मिलेगा या ऐसा कुछ, तो फिर वो आदमी रिसर्च में चले जाए। I mean, let's be open and honest about it. But then obviously we can't say this, right? We can't say this. So basically what we do is we have to, we have to present it in a way। ठीक है, तो आप अगर, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, 99% नहीं होगा, 90% होगा, but obviously most of us want to get into a great MBA because we want to get placed in a great company, right? आज अगर MBA कॉलेजेस हमारे जो IIMs हैं वो बोलने के यार हम तो प्लेसमेंट नहीं कराएंगे, तो आप वैसे ही देखो कि जो आज 50,000 एप्लीकेशंस कम आई हैं इस साल, वो अगले साल 1.5 लाख कम आएंगी, राइट? So the only thing is how you present. But then that presentation, what you do is also should not be based upon hollow these things. There should be a substance behind all of that. तो आप अपने आप को बहुत अच्छी तरीके से, किसी कोई भी कैसा भी बैकग्राउंड है, आप बहुत अच्छे से प्रेजेंट कर सकते हो, और आप अपना एक बेसिक वो बना दो। अगर आपको कुछ डाउट है, यू कैन सेंड इट टू मी, आई विल हेल्प यू रिफाइन इट। ओके, दिस इज so don't worry about anything of that sort कि आप, you will be seen as a person who keeps moving from one thing to the other। Fine, you did at till this point, but now you are very sure that you want to do this। बस ये चीज उनको समझ में आनी चाहिए, right?
So we can mention varied interest in SOP.
Why not? Why not? Of course you can. Of course. In fact, people with wide horizons are always welcome at MBA colleges। Yes, Gopi.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, sir. I have completed my 5.5 years experience, sir. So, as per my concern, the things which I worked in the IT field is I'm not pursuing my career in that field, sir. So I am willing to go into the management side only, sir, marketing side.
Right.
So while I'm currently working in the company also, I have done some marketing related things, like I worked with some electronic companies, distributions kind of things. Shall I include those things in the SOP?
Of course, why not? You can say that while working on this on the IT side of, or on the software development side of things, I realized that my real passion lay in marketing and marketing management and connecting with the customer. And therefore, I started picking up projects. And these are some of the things I've done, and I've gained good skills, which have made me convinced that for me, the right thing to pursue is the marketing management, MBA in marketing. हो गया आपका thing, right?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so with that, what we'll do is now we will look at some of the SOPs that were sent by people who were successful in getting final calls. Whether they joined or not is a different issue, because they got calls from other colleges also. But so this is a person. So I've always believed that functional is beautiful. So I've tried to do everything more efficiently, getting more of what is available, be it arranging. तो ये एक मंडेन चीज है, लेकिन इसको उन्होंने इस तरह से प्रेजेंट किया है. मेजरिंग इन दिस INIT Trichy taught me efficient management stems from this, working in family. So the person worked in family business, specializing in dynamic field of solar. This thing I helped improve workflow through initiatives. So आपने क्या exactly contribute किया, and all of these things. But with every new, there was unseen roadblocks, which reinforced my belief that the course at FMS, which is focused on analytical, will empower me to take data-driven decisions that deliver measurable outcomes. So again, this was focused on FMS, and therefore it was done in a very crisp and short this thing, not a very long SOP. Yes, Gopi. Acha, Nishi.
Sir, actually, I wanted to ask, what about someone with a gap year?
Don't worry about gap year. Don't
Okay.
mention your, see, जो हमारे एक suppose करो there is a product, right? Yeah, suppose there is a car, you want to sell a car. Now the car has got a fantastic, appeal. It is a SUV. It has got a powerful engine. It has got a great styling. It has got everything. But obviously, it guzzles a lot of fuel. It's a kind of a fuel guzzler. So will that person who wants to market it in his SOP or in the product ad will say mention that this product is a fuel guzzler? Of course not. तो जो हर एक के उसमें कुछ ना कुछ गड्ढे हैं, right? In every person's background, like this person. Okay, let me tell you about this person. So this person had, after engineering, spent 2 years trying to pursue UPSC. Okay, but could not. Mains तक पहुंच के फिर उसके बाद में the person was wise enough to realize that this is not the cup of tea, and the person then shifted to preparing for MBA. And now Smidin, I am Ahmedabad. Okay, she also got through service. तो व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज कि हर एक के साथ में कुछ ना कुछ होता है, बट ऑब्वियसली उसने यहाँ पे मेंशन नहीं किया ना कि मैंने 2 साल यूपीएससी की तैयारी में लगाए और वो ये सब चीजें, वो क्यों बताने की जरूरत है आपको? तो आपको वो सब लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है एसओपी में, ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this was one. This is another person who is from an IT background, and he's in FMS today. So academic journey at this developed my analytical skills, design, I honed idea, this thing. During lockdown, I founded this thing. As an AI developer, I work with this. I'm drawn for its rigorous curriculum experiential, which allows. तो ऐसा कुछ उन्होंने FMS के बारे में भी कोई बहुत ऐसा यूनिक चीजें नहीं लिखी जो साकी बाकी लोग लिखते हैं वही लिखी. But he has presented in this way, and the person is now in FMS. Okay, so I'll share these with you. You can, I mean, not for you to copy or anything, just to give you ideas. And then there is another person. He is also in FMS today. So BMS finance graduate, risk management. So where is Ishita? Is there? Ishita is not there. Okay, there was a specific purpose for that. So currently honing this long-term goal is to work in leadership. FMS will help me cover this. ठीक है? तो ये एक BMS फाइनेंस ग्रेजुएट का है, ये एक बीटेक पर्सन है जो कि IT में थे और उसके बाद में भी FMS में चले गए. Right? So why I am giving you these examples is कि ऐसा don't expect कि और मतलब, और उसकी जरूरत भी नहीं है कि कोई मतलब आसमान से उतरा हुआ कोई हमारा SOP बनेगा. ऐसे ही SOP हैं and they've been successful. So I'll share this with you. Okay, and then you can start working on it, and you can always take my help. You can share with me for my views. Okay, so with that, I hope this was of some use. इसके उसको बंद करना पड़ेगा अभी session, because now we have to work on the other session. So you can always reach out to me for individual. See, don't bother about those questions right now. That how will we justify the gap? How will we say this and that? वो सब चीजें हम इंटरव्यू में देखेंगे. वो जब हमारा GDPI वैट का प्रोग्राम होगा उसमें we will I work with everyone to create your answers. We do a lot of mocks, we do a lot of things. तो उसके बारे में अभी से सोचने का कोई जरूरत नहीं है. See, right now you don't need to be bothered about those things. You need to be bothered is how to take your percentile to the best possible level. Okay, that is the sole thing that should occupy your mind. Don't think about any extraneous factors which are not within your control, because a lot of you, or many of you who speak to me keep talking about, oh, I am Kozhikode का convener की ये प्रोफाइल है, तो वो पेपर कैसा बनाने वाला है. किसी ने कहा वो आई एम कोझिकोड है तो वो इंग्लिश डिफिकल्ट बनाएगा. किसी ने कहा कि ये है. सोशल मीडिया पे जाना बंद कर दो एज फार एज पॉसिबल. लिंक्डइन पढ़ना ज्यादा बंद कर दो. मतलब ठीक है, अगर आप विदाउट अफेक्टिंग कर सकते हो तो कर लो. किसी भी, कल ही मैं देखा कि किसी ने, एक श्वेता अरोड़ा ने कल डाल दिया 60 day स्ट्रेटेजी टू गेट 99 परसेंटाइल इन बीआरसी. मतलब आई फील लाइक, आई डोंट नो, लाफिंग और फील लाइक suing that person. The person has got no stake in the success of any student, and giving a strategy like this for 99%. Who, I mean, I don't know why it is even allowed. When if she was in US, people would have taken her to court. तो इस तरह की चीजों को सुनना बंद कर दो, और just focus on your prep. So that's it. Let's close the session. I hope this was of some use to you. Yes, just clickbait on YouTube.